Quarterfinals 22 Pt.1 Racing Qualifying. 24 trucks have been divided into 12 pairs of 2 and will race head-to-head to the finishing line. Now, even though they are racing against each other, they are racing against the clock. Nashville, who's ready for Monster Jam Racing?
Stop it,
don't touch it.
Coming up first, in the red lane, Bryce Kenny, Rick Flips, Mohawk Warrior. Is a moment racing out of the blue lane, Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune. Remember, Monster Jam fans, you're going to want to keep your eye on the front trio, the Christmas tree that is beginning to illuminate in the blue section. You can see it on the video board right now. We are looking for those ambers to illuminate across the board.
A nice clean pass there in the red lane from Bryce Kenny, the Great Clips Mohawk Warriors. We await installation time. You can take a look at the video board. 20.5.
Behind the scenes, a bit of a grudge match developing between these two competitors, of course. Lindsay Reed making her return to World Finals since winning the freestyle competition a few years ago. We're seconds away.
This time is locked in 21.327.
Who let the dogs out? At the starting gate, coming out of the red lane, it's Chris Kohler, Monster Mutt. And racing out of the blue lane, Tristan England, Earthshaker. They've got a 3-time series champion in Tristan England in the blue lane. And we have a rookie first-timer here in the main field in Chris Kohler in the red lane. We'll see if some of that experience gives the edge to Tristan England. But all season, Chris Kohler has been confident. He has been fast. He has been throwing it down in the racing competition. On Stadium Championship Series blue alongside his father, the legendary Jim Kohler, and maybe a little bit of a staging battle developing here. As you can see, it looked like Monster Mutt was set, and then Earthshaker taking a little bit of time, but we are about ready.
on the video for.
Let's see what it looks like.
You take a look at the official original Super Bowl moving to the action replay there of Chris England and Bushhager finishing out his run. He clocks in a time of 22.342.
Bit of a tumble there
people just
for
watched on
Monster Run, but we see at the top of the leaderboard right now, Great Clips, Mohawk Morgan, a person you know very well, Morgan, your buddy, Bryce Kenny.
Well, Bryce got a great smooth pass, and I think that here, especially at the World Finals, new racetrack, we've never really done it here at Nashville with that elevated start line, but you have to make sure that you come into qualifying and run smooth, because you got to remember, these passes are just to kind of get you used to going down the track. I think that you want to go down that first one, make sure no mistakes are made, and that's what Bryce did, and he's the only one in the 20s at the moment.
He is, and things didn't go so smoothly for young Chris Kohler in Monster Run. What did you see in that last turn that put the big dog on its side?
I think one thing with Chris is he carried a lot more momentum, even on the front stretch here, going into the first
comment at all?
and that could be a great thing for him in the next couple of passes. I think the final turn carried a little bit too much speed into it, but I think that's the right call. Carry a lot of speed. How much can you stay under throttle, because that's going to cut down those tenths of seconds, which is going to come down to the final rounds.
Well, KCG, I know you're seeing a lot of action there behind the scenes. What's going on? Well, it's the beginning of qualifying, and I wanted to talk about some differences and the different each lane when it comes to the track design. Just some things for our fans to be able to look for and engage with. If you look at the blue lane, the second turn is going right down here, what we're calling a flying corner. That's because we're looking at the stack filled with the bus and cars, and the right down that straightaway. They can't see around that corner at all. And so earlier today, we saw some issues with the blue lane. It was really tacky down there at the end. This was the lane that a lot of people were having some trouble with. We're supposed to the red lane. The same distance on the second turn, but there's only a turn on there, so they're able to kind of see the open eye line. And also, that part of the track was a little bit drier earlier. So five of the top times were actually 5 of the 8 fastest times earlier today were run in the red lane as opposed to 3 in the blue lane. And so that tended to be the dominant lane earlier today, even though our drivers were really interested in the red lane. We saw a lot of drivers favoring the blue lane because they tend to favor driving to the left. So a lot more action coming your way, just some things to look for.
I'll take one out, but I don't think you're going to like it.
Racing in the red lane, it's Cole Bernard, the Blackbird. And coming out of the blue lane, Cody Saucier, Shredding. Cody Saucier, of course, a popular pick among the hosts so far to potentially get the fastest qualifying time here tonight. And with good reason, he had the second fastest time during this morning's practice.
His official time to be locked is Bernard and the Blackbird.
Look at this now.
What happened, Landon? His time is locked in at 20.930 for Cody Saucier and Trent.
I think that's why it's happening.
Morgan, let's take another look up at the video board, and there you see Cody Saucier looking smooth, looking fast. What did you see?
Cody is someone that you always can rely on a smooth pass. That's why he's always turning these nice, quick passes. But when you look at these different lanes, as you watch Cole enter this red final turn, the difference of these is you have a giant bus, a school bus on one side, and then you just have a regular jump on the other. Drivers are going to go naturally sharper into this red corner because they're not visually scared of the bus because it's not in the red. So when you're racing in the blue lane, you're gradually going to take the turn a lot smoother than you would in the red because you want to cut it super tight.
Do you think the nerves of Cole Bernard and the Black Girl not being able to get those practice passes here earlier played anything into that red lane and with this rollover?
I mean, you make a really good point, Dan. I think, you know, anytime you come to the World Finals, nerves are going to play a factor. But for someone like Cole Bernard, who has been around the sport his whole life, being able to crew for Adam Anderson and make his way up into this rank of being able to ride
we're gonna
behind
make
him
Mommy
now,
sit down here
I
in the
think
sun.
nerves is something that's been past. For someone like Cole, he just wants to lay down a fast pass because he knows that he only has a little bit of time left. Because in practice,
I bet she
he's
likes
not
to
able
make off
get one pass,
off
he can get an intro pass.
in 3 minutes of being
No,
a DJ.
she went
gotta get a good
saw
pass.
Casey.
Well, Morgan, that's it. You just hit it on the head. I mean, during practice, he
She said she
switched
had
from
makeup
one
on.
truck
She had
to
to go
another,
talk to you.
and now here he is in qualifying, really still not getting that full pass. And at this point, you have to wonder whether or not it's getting into the psyche of Cole Bernard.
Well, I think, you know, when you drive different trucks, there's different things that might cross over
Camille,
or
you
might
wanna
not. I mean,
sit
Cole
over
has a
and
specific truck set up for himself, but with this truck switching over to Union Garner, you've noticed in the corners, he's higher in the RPM. The steering is controlled off of the RPMs of the motor. So the higher the RPMs, the more pressure you're going to have in your steering. So someone like Cole understands that. But when you are up in the RPMs, you're going to go faster in the corners. So that's something where he's just got to play with it. This is all just cosmetic damage. Nothing that's not curl that we're used to.
Well, you know, Cole, Morgan, when you look at the leaderboard, you see Cody Saucier sitting in that second spot. And again, I know it's early, but that's where he was in practice. So far, he's been nothing if not consistent.
Well, the best thing about this leaderboard here is that you're looking at times that are not nearly as fast as they were in practice. And I think that is natural because in practice, we don't practice with bodies on for the reason that you just saw with Cole. We don't want to mess them up and we want to make them fairly nice and pretty for you fans to come out and see. But when you have a body on, it takes a dynamic away from you as a driver to say, all right, I have something around me now. So that's a big factor.
Alright, just a second. See, they're up there waiting. They're scared.
Coming your way out of the red race lane, it's Colt Stevens, Thunder
They're doing 3
Roar.
rounds.
And his opponent in the blue lane, Ari Musauer, Zombie. Both of these great competitors apart all season. A Stadium Championship Series blue. Ari Musauer with one racing competition win on the year. Cole Stevens was not able to grab one during the regular season, but what a moment it could be if he's able to take one home later this weekend here at Monster Jam World Finals. Capture that championship, one of the second generation superstars competing here this weekend behind the wheel of the new Thunder Roarus. And there you get a good look at the Pro Tree. Remember, we're looking for those pre-stage lights to illuminate and those stage lights. Once you see all of those ambers, we are just moments, just seconds away from going green. You've seen it, but that's the rhythm that we are looking for here as they approach. It looks like one of our drivers is set and locked in. Maybe another bit of a staging battle developing, and there we are. Let's
Colt Stevens and Thunder Roarus. We take a look at the original Super Glue to the action replay. And Colt Stevens and Thunder Roarus cross the finish line with a time of 20.915.
We're watching them get home.
back up to the starting gate. This time, coming your way out of the red lane. Cynthia Gautier, Lucas Stabilizer. And racing down the blue lane, Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. This as they have lined up now for the 5th time today.
Well, that was something that we were a little surprised about. I think in practice, Weston is great. They've done such a great job at putting all the seat time into this arena series. When you come to the Monster World Finals, anything can happen.
For me, guys, that was one of the most impressive passes that I have seen all day, and maybe even all season from Cynthia Gauthier. It was smooth. It looked really good the whole way through, Morgan.
That's the #1 thing. You're at the World Finals in racing. You have to be smooth. Cynthia Gauthier proving us right every single time. That pass is going to be competitive. Doesn't matter if you're racing in the red lane, the blue lane. That smooth of a pass is going to get the job done. But one of the things I wanted to point out here that I'm seeing up top, you fans on the red side, you're starting to see. If you look in the final corner in the turn, the dirt is starting to break up a little bit. You're starting to see a lot of ruts. This is going to cause some issues. So if you are sitting down in the final corner, make sure you have your cameras out because there's going to be some really cool action coming up soon.
I think it's amazing too to just kind of piggyback on that with
coming your way out of the blue lane, Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger. Of course, Armando Castro made his debut here in the main field, which means this is his first crack at qualifying at a Monster Jam World Finals event. Meanwhile, it is the second trip in a row for Kristen Anderson behind the wheel of Grave Digger. And you can see those lights are just about illuminated, and we are almost ready to rock. A little bit, maybe rocking back and forth there on that starting line. Remember, none of these drivers want a red light. Morgan, it looked like she was staged there for a minute, and then well, looks like we are ready to roll.
Head-to-head matchup. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco with a very composed race lane pass there. What do you think? Let's go to 932.
Faced off last season on Stadium Championship Series Yellow, and this time they represent each Stadium Series. Jim Kohler with Stadium Championship Series Blue and Stadium Championship Series Red for Captain Murphy. While the recovery team's out there, is there anything that Bakugan Dragonoid and Captain Murphy can take away with the fact that he was able to get back on all 4 tires and actually finish the pass?
I mean, other than a little bit of flair for you fans here at the qualifying tonight, I think that Camden just needs to have a little bit more smooth and consistent pass. You had a competitor in the red lane that has all the experience in the world, puts down a solid pass. With him being ahead of Camden, Camden's going to naturally try harder. So Camden just needs to race himself, not worry about who's in the other lane, because he is a fast driver. And like you said in the show, he's somebody that no one wants to race against because he is super fast. If he gets in his own way, he has to make sure calm, smooth, collected.
Jim Kohler sitting currently in third though with that race pass with that 20.869 though. You've seen him all year long, John.
That's absolutely incredible. I gotta be honest, Jim said he made a concerted effort at the start of this season to be faster and be better at racing. It's something he's not necessarily known for. But look at that top 3. I mean, I think some of these fans are a little surprised.
She likes 8 ounces of warm milk. That's 7 o'clock. She'll eat anything about 11.
Coming your way out of the red lane, it's Adam Anderson, Greg Digger. And racing out of the blue lane, Corey Rummel, Megalodon.
Ready, Landon?
Once again, we have each of our Stadium Championship Series represented, of course, our Stadium Series Red champion, Adam Anderson, behind the wheel of Gravedigger. And then we've got Corey Rummel out there piloting Megalodon. One of the fastest, one of the most consistent independent Monster Jam drivers in the entire sport. So hardworking, of course, working on that Monster Jam truck as he travels the country and the world as a part of Team Scream. We're going to give a little bit of a reset here.
So fans, if you take a look up at the windshield of Gravedigger, that red light is what they call an RII. That's something that we are able to control with. If you notice, they were in the staging zone and Adam got clipped. That might be something where we might need to reset. So as you see the red lights come on for Gravedigger, it could have just been a quick reset just to make sure we're all set and ready to go.
And it looks like we had one of our tech officials over there actually alongside Megalodon, so maybe what happened there was Megalodon inadvertently shut off, and so they went ahead and hit the RII for Adam Anderson.
Well, it's so tough here. When you think about all of the intricacies that go into all these Monster Jam trucks, they're so in tune with the UNOH technicians. We want to make sure that they're always ready to go, but they are machines. Something's going to happen. There could be electrical issues, mechanical issues. It's going to happen.
Well, there are big issues now. We just got word that they're bringing out the recovery team for Megalodon, so whatever's going on behind us, it does not bode well for Corey Rummel.
It definitely doesn't. Corey Rummel has worked so hard all season long to be in this position here, and so you didn't have to take it back.